10 years. The Trojan War ended 10 years ago. The greatest heroes of Greece sailed home to glory, to family, to peace. All except one, Odysseus, the man who won the war with his cunning, the architect of the Trojan horse, the king of Ithaca. He vanished. Some say he's dead. Others say he's cursed. His son has grown up without a father, his wife besieged by greedy men, his kingdom on the brink of collapse. This is the Odyssey, Episode 1, The Hero Lost. Welcome to our 10-part journey through Homer's Odyssey, the greatest adventure story ever told. Over the series, we'll follow the hero Odysseus as he battles monsters, defies gods, and fights for 20 years to get back home. But today we're not starting with our hero. We're starting with the mess he left behind. Picture this. It's been 20 years since Odysseus left for Troy. 10 years of war, and then 10 years of silence. His palace in Ithaca has been invaded, not by an army, but by something worse. House guests who won't leave. Over 100 suitors, young nobles from Ithaca and surrounding islands, have moved into Odysseus' home. They eat his food, drink his wine, slaughter his livestock, and party every single day. Why? Because they all want to marry his wife, Penelope. For 10 years, she's waited. She's refused to believe her husband is dead, but the pressure is mounting. The suitors are bleeding the kingdom dry. They're telling her, choose one of us, or we'll never leave. And then there's Telemachus. When his father left for Troy, Telemachus was a baby. Now he's 20 years old, a young man who's never known his father, never learned to be a warrior, never learned to be a king. He's watching these men destroy his home, disrespect his mother, and he's powerless to stop them. This is where Homer begins the Odyssey, not with adventure on the high seas, but with a family falling apart. But Homer does something brilliant here. He cuts away from this human drama to show us what's happening in the divine realm. The gods are having a meeting, and the topic? Odysseus. Athena, goddess of wisdom and war and Odysseus' divine patron, is fed up. She approaches Zeus, king of the gods. Father Zeus, why do you allow this? Odysseus honored the gods, he won the war for Greece, yet he's been trapped for 7 years on a remote island while his family suffers. Meanwhile, that fool Aegisthus murdered Agamemnon and got what he deserved, but we let Odysseus, a good man, suffer endlessly? Now, you might be wondering, if Odysseus is such a hero, why is he being punished? The answer, Poseidon. The god of the sea has a grudge. You see, during Odysseus' journey home, he blinded Poseidon's son, the Cyclops Polyphemus. We'll get to that story in episode 3. But for now, just know, Poseidon has been making Odysseus' voyage home impossible. But today, Poseidon is away, visiting Ethiopia, and Athena seizes the opportunity. Zeus agrees, it's time to intervene. Athena's plan is twofold. First, she'll visit Ithaca to inspire Telemachus to stand up for himself and go seek news of his father. Second, she'll send Hermes to free Odysseus from his prison. And where exactly is Odysseus? We'll get to that. But first, let's see what happens in Ithaca. Athena disguises herself as an old family friend named Mentes and appears to Telemachus. She finds him sitting among the suitors, daydreaming, imagining his father bursting through the doors and driving these parasites from his house. Athena, as Mentes, gives him a wake-up call. Your father lives. I've heard he's held captive on some distant island. But you're old enough now to be a man. Stop being passive. Call an assembly. Denounce these suitors publicly. Then sail to Pylos and Sparta. Seek news of your father from Nestor and Menelaus. They fought alongside him at Troy. This is Telemachus' coming-of-age moment. For the first time in his life, someone is telling him, "You have power. Use it." The next day, Telemachus calls the first public assembly Ithaca has seen in 20 years. He stands before the people and the suitors and speaks. "These men are destroying my inheritance. They dishonor my mother, and you, all of you, do nothing." The suitors mock him. Their leader, Antinous, blames Penelope. "Your mother has been tricking us for 3 years. She said she'd choose a husband when she finished weaving a funeral shroud for your grandfather. But every night, she unravels what she wove during the day. She's made fools of us." See the brilliance? Penelope has been buying time with this trick, but now she's been caught, and the pressure is greater than ever. Telemachus doesn't back down. He announces he's leaving to search for news of his father. The suitors plot to ambush and kill him when he returns. But that night, with Athena's help disguised as his mentor, Telemachus slips away. He sails first to Pylos to meet old King Nestor, then to Sparta to meet Menelaus and Helen. Yes, that Helen, whose face launched the Trojan War. They tell him, "Your father lives. He's alive somewhere. Don't give up hope." Now, finally, we meet our hero. Odysseus sits on a beach, staring at the horizon. He's weeping. He does this every day. For 7 years, he's been trapped on Ogygia, a paradise island at the edge of the world. His captor? Calypso, a beautiful nymph, a minor goddess who lives alone on this island. She rescued Odysseus when he washed ashore as the sole survivor of his crew. She fell in love with him. She wants him to stay forever. She's even offered to make him immortal, ageless, to live with her in paradise for eternity. But Odysseus says no. Every single day he says no. This is crucial to understanding Odysseus. He's not tempted by immortality. He's not seduced by paradise. All he wants, the only thing he wants, is to go home, to see his wife, to meet his son, to reclaim his kingdom. He'd rather die as a mortal in Ithaca than live forever anywhere else. Then, one day, Hermes, messenger of the gods, arrives with Zeus's command. Calypso must let Odysseus go. She's devastated and angry. She argues, "You male gods are hypocrites. Zeus had countless affairs with mortals, but when a goddess loves a mortal man, you interfere." She's not wrong, honestly, but orders are orders. Calypso gives Odysseus tools and materials. He spends 4 days building a raft. On the 5th day, he sails away from paradise. Finally, after 7 years of captivity, after 17 years away from home, Odysseus is free. The journey continues. For about 5 minutes. Because remember Poseidon, the god who's been making his life hell? Poseidon returns from Ethiopia, sees Odysseus sailing across his ocean, and loses his mind. He conjures the storm of all storms. Odysseus' raft is obliterated. He's thrown into the raging sea, clinging to debris, certain he's about to drown after coming so close to freedom. But a sea nymph named Ino takes pity on him. She gives him her magical veil. "Tie this around your waist. It will keep you afloat. Swim. For 2 days and nights, swim toward that distant shore." And he does. For 2 days, Odysseus battles the waves. No food, no water, no rest, just survival. Finally, he reaches land, barely alive. He crawls onto the beach, collapses into some bushes, and falls unconscious. When he wakes, he has no idea where he is. He has nothing, no crew, no ship, no possessions, just his life. But he's alive, and he's one step closer to home. And that's where we'll leave episode 1. We've set the stage. Ithaca is in chaos. Telemachus is beginning his journey to manhood. And Odysseus, after 7 years of imprisonment, has finally escaped. But he's shipwrecked on an unknown shore. In episode 2, we'll meet the people who rescue him, the Phaeacians, and Odysseus will finally begin telling his story. The adventures we've all been waiting for, the Cyclops, the Sirens, the journey to the underworld, they're coming. But here's the genius of Homer. He doesn't start with the action. He starts with the consequences. He makes us feel the cost of Odysseus' absence before we understand why he's been gone so long. If you're enjoying this series, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Let me know, would you choose immortality in paradise, or would you risk everything to go home? I'm genuinely curious. Next time, the tale begins. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in episode 2.